When I want Kraft mac and cheese, but I also want to feel very bougie, this is the recipe I do. The first thing you're going to need is 2 enormous cloves of garlic, because I am obsessed with garlic. You can obviously use more or less. You're going to need a pepper grinder so that you can have freshly cracked black pepper in this. Then you need, obviously, Kraft mac and cheese. The original flavor, the original noodles. This is what I like to use. And then just a pot of boiling water. For the macaroni, obviously. And then, per package instructions, butter and milk. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to peel and mince my garlic. Because I'm just making this for me, I don't really care if the pieces are perfectly cut. Honestly, sometimes I just slice them so there's big rings of garlic, but obviously you can do whatever you want. And I just came up with this recipe from like just goofing off with the kitchen, and out of all of the goofs that I did with Kraft, this one was the best and it stuck. And I am chopping these up as the macaroni is boiling because I feel confident enough in my skills to do that. Now that the macaroni's done boiling, I'm gonna drain it. And then on the same burner in the same pot, I'm gonna put the heat to a very low setting, and I'm gonna take the butter and I'm gonna put it into that pot just to start getting melted. The residual heat will melt the butter really quickly. Then into that butter, I will crack, I kid you not, I think about like a teaspoon of freshly cracked pepper, because the fresh cracked pepper, or even just pepper, really offsets all the MSG, sodium, and salt from the cheese packet, and I just am obsessed with black pepper. And then goes into the garlic. And I am just going to let the pepper become all nice and toasty and the garlic become all nice and toasty for a couple of minutes. And let the garlic infuse into the butter and let the pepper infuse into the butter. So now that it's been a couple of minutes, the butter's all frothy, the garlic's cooked down a little bit. I'm going to add in the milk just to let that heat up. And then I'm going to add back in the macaroni and just coat all of the noodles in that macaroni. Coat all of the macaroni in that really nice butter. Oh my god, it looks so good. Now I'm going to add in the cheese packet and just mix it all up. I ended up having to add a little bit of extra milk because in the time it took for me to do all of this, a lot of the milk evaporated. So you're probably wondering why I put it into a Tupperware container. I knew I wouldn't be able to finish it, so instead of putting it into a bowl and then putting it into a Tupperware container, it's just less dishes to clean. And then that's it. You're done.
Salt level was perfect. You may have thought that was a lot of pepper, but quite honestly, from the amount of salt and MSG that is in the cheese packet and the salt we put in the pasta to begin with, it is perfectly balanced. It cuts right through all that saltiness. And then the garlic, I fried it for a little too long, so it actually got a little bit crisp. So that texture and that roasted garlic flavor in the butter flavor, because usually when you make Kraft, you don't taste the butter that you use, you just taste the sauce. So it really brings that flavor, that like almost browned butter flavor to the table. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys like me, please subscribe. And if there's anything else you want to see me cook, please let me know in the comments below. I'm actually going to do Brussels sprouts next. Thanks.